Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I have a really exciting idea that I want to share with you. As you know, COVID has been a plague around the world for the last almost 2 years. And in Canada, for sure, and I'm sure in other countries as well, our healthcare workers have really had to bear the brunt of it. And I would say another group of people that have had to do more than their fair share are our teachers. So while my graphic for this fundraiser says it's a fundraiser or a fun raiser for our medical people, our healthcare workers, I would like to add the category of our teachers, our educators. So if you want to sponsor a kit, it's $30. You can e-transfer or PayPal to jackiebolcha@gmail.com, and then I will make sure that these kits get in the hands of either healthcare workers or teachers. When you sponsor, you can tell me who you want it to go to. And then each kit will have a handmade card or note telling the recipient who it's from. And the reason I'm doing this is because I think it really makes a difference in people's lives that they have creativity. When you're really stressed, it helps to just have some downtime and to do something with your hands that takes your mind off of things. And this kit can be done, the healthcare worker, the teacher can do it alone, with friends, or with their family. And the nice thing is that it's not difficult. So it's not going to take up a lot of mental energy. It's just going to be a wonderful creative release. Back in the winter or early spring, my daughter Rachel was working at the Chatham hospital in the emergency department. She was a COVID checker, but she really got to see the stress that the healthcare workers were under, and not just nurses, doctors as well, people who clean in the hospital, everyone. Sometimes the environment there gets a little bit toxic and it's just so overwhelming. And so this is just a nice way for us to help out. Now, I did it myself in the spring and the winter. Rachel took, I think, at least 30 paper pumpkins and delivered them to different staff members there. But this time I thought, you know what, it would be really nice to involve the community. So I would love your help, and together we can make a difference. And I would, everyone who helps me will get a nice little surprise in the mail from me as well. A card, I don't know what kind of card it's going to be. And in the card, there might be some bling to add to your cards, just so that you get a little something as well. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera and then I'm going to show you the kit that I'm choosing to give. Now, there are other kits available, and if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or a customer and you think, you know what, I would rather give this kit, then you let me know. Okay, but this is the latest one, and it's called Whimsical Christmas, I think that's called, or Christmas Whimsy. And let's just turn it around and have a look-see, and then we'll make a few cards. So this is what they would get, a box like this. It's just cute. And then we open it up, and here are the complete instructions. So that's what's really nice. It comes with colorful instructions, and it tells you step by step what to do. So we're going to do it. There's 2 different cards, and there's 8 cards in total. So I started, there's cute little die cuts, so there's no fussy cutting. Here's one. And the fun thing about these is that they remind me of elves, or elf on the shelf kind of thing. Super cute. It comes with these little dimensionals. It comes with an ink spot. Comes with a spool of gold cording and a block, as well as a stamp set. So when they're done stamping, then let me just put this on like this so that you can have a better look at it. Let's see, there's a bit of a, anyway, we'll stamp with these. They can use these again and again to make more things, and maybe they'll discover a new hobby. Who knows? So let's have a look. There's also a sheet of stars, little star stickers, and these tags. Okay, so we have one of these, and then we'll get another one out. It also comes with some pretty stars, or snowflakes and stars actually. Some blue dots, and let's have a look. See, here's the other card. Okay, so now I've made a complete mess of my neat space. It also comes with some pretty envelopes, so people definitely know that they're getting happy mail. So let's get started. and make 2 of these cards. So let me just fold those in half. And I'm just going to move them out of the way. So with our little stamp spot, just take scissors. I have a pokey tool and just split that. There. And now you've got your little mini ink pad. If you want, you can tear the whole thing off the, I should have my scissors and I don't. There. You know that if you watch my videos pretty regularly, there's always something missing. There. Now it's better. You want to make sure when you have this ink spot that there's nothing in between, that label is out of the way, because if the label's in between there, then sometimes the little threads from the ink pad will bleed into the paper. Okay, so you don't want that to happen. So here's our little ink spot. Now we're going to take our star stamp. Just peel it off like so, and we'll move our pretty little girl. Lay it on your surface and then pick it up with your block. Okay, so now we have our stars. There's another one that has snowflakes. We don't want that one yet. So let's take a look at our instructions. Here we go. And this one, the landscape one, comes with the little snowflakes. So I'm going to start with this one because I already have the stars on my block. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to move my cute little girls. And we have the stars, so we need this card. And I'm going to lay it flat again, like so. And then take your little ink spot and tap, tap, tap all over it. And don't worry about the little spots in between. That's okay. It means it's a nice juicy ink pad. So here we go. And then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 press. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to ink it up every single time because I want my stars all to be the same depth. And then we're going to turn it. So, and a couple more. But this is just a wonderful way to spend an evening together with friends or your family. I'm just going to fold it now and do one more in there. And the kids will love stamping on their envelopes and the inside of the card. This is just a springboard for creativity. See, isn't that nice? So now we have our base. And the next thing we're going to do is put on our little girl with the sled. Look at that. How cute is that? And you know what I didn't realize? There's even a single little person here, a little elf. Another little elf. So you just carefully take these out. And you know, it's not a bad idea to take all of these out and then you have a little pile of them. Then you're done with that. So what we want to do is we want to pop these up so that we get a little bit of dimension. So we're going to find our dimensionals. Here they are. And just like this. Scatter them around. So this one will fit right just in her head. And then maybe a couple more on the tower. There. I think that's good. I'm just looking to make sure, you know what? This one is standing out just a little bit. That's not good. I don't want her. I could cut, you can use your scissors and you can cut a little one in half. I'm just going to put one up here and then she'll be sturdy enough. So you don't want your dimensionals being seen from the other side. They're supposed to be hiding on the back. So here we go. If my hands look discolored, it's because I dyed my own hair and I didn't have gloves. So, because it was a little kit that my hairdresser made up for me, so my hands are a mess and I kind of forgot about it. So we're going to put her about here. There. Isn't that so cute? I love this kit. It makes me smile. Now we have to find our little second elf. Oh yeah, she's hiding under my dimensionals. So here we go. She's going to be walking. She's catching up. She's got a present to give as well. So we can pop her up or we can do her flat. It doesn't matter. I think we'll do her flat. So I have a little bit of liquid adhesive. So you can just use any white glue that you have. There. Let's have a look, see. I have my new stand-up desk now. I'm absolutely loving it. So she's going to follow on behind here. And now it tells me, oh no, we're going to do a little tag that says Merry Christmas to you. And so we're going to use this one, and it goes this way. So let's find our stamp set, and we want Merry Christmas to you. Now, if you don't want Merry Christmas to you, you can do Season's Greetings as well. So you can do whatever you like. They both fit, which is so nice. Now, I have a stamp on that block, and I'm going to be lazy, so I just want to put this one on a different block so I don't have to take it off and clean it. So tap, tap, tap. Go. Center it and then lower down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we have it. The ink dries almost instantly. I hope it doesn't make a liar of me. There. And now we'll just pop this out. There. And then we need our gold thread. Now I am going to look for my scissors because, you know what, I can pause this. I forgot about that. So I'm back, I have my scissors, and it tells me here in the instructions that I need 3 inches of gold cording. Okay, so we're going to take, I'm just going to guess because, oh, actually, you know what, I don't have to guess. Look, on the instructions, look, there's a ruler. So I need 3 inches. There we go. And then that's quite handy. I forgot all about that, so no guessing needed. Now, mind you, Stampin' Up! Usually gives you a lot of stuff to complete your projects. Now I find this a little bit short. I'm having a bit of a time. I'm looping it around. I don't think it's going to work. So what I'm going to do instead is just tie it in a little knot. I recommend a bit bigger. You don't have to follow their instructions exactly. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm not going to work with that. That bugs me. So do longer than 3 inches, people. Sometimes you just have to follow your heart. I'm going to like almost double that. There. Now we can have some room to work with. Like that. And there. That's nice. That makes me much happier. Okay. So we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back. And look at that. Peel the little backings off. 1 and 2. And then look, it's going to go on the card. We're going to loop that around the presents. So. And how cute is that? It's stinking adorable. Now, if you want to, you can take some of these, take them out of the package. So I think you've got a few hours of fun here. And I think that's a lovely gift to give. Now, we're going to use the little snowflakes here. Just, you can use a toothpick to do this. Some people have really great nails. That works too. And isn't that nice? It just gives a little bit of bling. So there's our first card. Wasn't that easy? So much fun. Okay, now the second card. And the second card has our big Christmas tree. And we're going to just peel this off because now we need the stamp. You can clean your stamps with a baby wipe or a sponge if you like. And here, this one's going to have some snowflakes on it. So here we go. And again, I'm going to ink them every time. Okay. So on both sides of the tree. Oops, I've got to move my stuff. And it's okay for some of your stamps to go off the edge of the card. That actually makes it look better. And if you get a bit of ink where you don't want it to be, I call that an embellishment opportunity. You can just put a sequin there, one of our stars or snowflakes. Don't stress about it. And you know what? You can always practice your stamping on a piece of scrap paper, computer paper, envelopes. I never waste my envelopes from my bills. I still get some bills in the mail. And I like putting my grocery lists on there. Yeah, so they're great for practicing your stamping as well. See, we've got a snowy night around the Christmas tree. And this just reminds me of fairy tales. That's why it's called Christmas whimsy, right? We get whimsical about Christmas. At least I do. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to take our pretty little girl, and oh, I've got some spots, and she's going to be putting a star up on the tree. You don't want to go like that because then she's going to fall off her ladder. Okay, so here we go, and we're going to put a few dimensionals on again. So you can see that it's an easy card to make, but not so easy that it doesn't involve anything. And I didn't even do anything in the inside of the card. Maybe we'll do that yet. My internet here in Holland is not wonderful, and so it takes a long time to download or upload a video. And that's why I don't want to make it too long. Here we go. But I do want to give you the idea, and that way when people get the kit, they can watch this video so they can see how to do it. See, it's sticking out a little bit. I'm going to trim this one down. It's too big. So what you can do is along the edge, you can just trim it with your scissors, and then you get a narrower piece of dimensional. So now I've got a nice skinny little strip, and I'm going to put that along my ladder, and then it won't be a mess. Okay, we're good, we're good. They're all sticky. Okay. So it goes about here. There. Isn't that cute? All right, so now we need to just, she's got a star, so that's good. Now we need to, oh, they put a star on the star. Okay, so to make the star more glittery, you can do this. Well, I didn't do it perfectly, but that's the way it's going to be. And now we just need to stamp a season's greetings. So here we go. And we're going to get our stamp. Excuse my hands. There. When you put your stamp on your block, just make sure that the flat side is against the stamp. Otherwise, you'll just, trust me, I have done it upside down. So tap, tap, tap. And then my E's don't look like they got much ink on them, so I'm going to do it again. There, that's better. See, sometimes it's a good idea when your stamp is brand new, sometimes the ink kind of bubbles. So I'm going to stamp it a few times so that my stamp is seasoned. There. I think that's good. So we'll put it on the oval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks good. And now we're going to use a few of the glue dots that were included, and they look like this. Okay, so we're going to turn it around, and there's a little covering on top of the glue dot, so I'm taking that off. I'm trying to feel if there's a glue dot under there. There is, and here it is. There's still just an outline. I thought it was the whole thing, so I'm taking the whole thing off, pressing it down, and then peeling the backing off. And I'm going to do another one in the middle here, and you'll see why in a minute. So I've got 3 glue dots on the back, and now I'm going to tie a bow in this, a big bow. And you'll notice that I'm tying the bow before I cut. So there's my bow, and there, and now we're going to just press it on the back of there. And now we're going to take 2 dimensionals, and we're going to straddle that bow, one here and one here, and then we're going to put it on our tree, and our card is magically finished. There we go. How cute is that? I think it's lovely. Now we just want to add a few stars. And then I'll show you, I'll do some stamping in the inside as well. So, isn't that nice? Oops, that one stuck to my finger. There we go. And one more. Here. So there's our card. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to open my blinds a little bit. It was now there's a shadow, but it was too dark. I still have to work on the lighting here, but you can see how nice the card is. And here's the other one. Now for the inside, let's just open it up. Move our stuff out of the way. And we have another cute stamp, so we might as well use it. We've used all the stamps in the set. So I'm just laying this down like so. And we'll put it on a block. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to turn it this way. And we'll ink it up, and then you can see what it says. And I think there's probably extra little people included. And you know what? I'm going to do the same thing as before. Stamp it. See how it's just a little mottled? I'm going to do it once more. We're just seasoning our stamp. This stamp is a brand new stamp. It's never seen ink. And the photopolymer just makes the ink bubble a little bit. There, see, that's much better already. So the third time is a charm. It's always a good idea if you've never stamped before to stamp on a piece of scrap paper. You know, practice, play, get comfortable. It's so exciting stamping for the first time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Now, I'm thinking, but I don't know for sure. Oh yeah, here's another. You could. I don't know if there's enough, so I will let you know in the comments maybe. But you could put the little girl. See how cute that is? She can go here on the inside as well. So I'm going to flip the camera. Let's go here. That shows you the kit. So there's 8 cards, there's 4 of each. It has everything that a person would need. It has the block, it has the ink spot, it has the pretty embellishments, it has everything they need to finish their kit, and then they can keep the stamp set and use it to make more things. So I hope you consider sponsoring either a teacher or a healthcare worker, and I'm hoping to sell 100 kits. And I'm hoping to meet some of you. I'm hoping to send you happy mail with a surprise inside. And rest assured, this is not meant to really make me any money. I just want to share the proceeds and give back to the community. So that's the plan, and I hope you join me. Together we can make a difference, one card at a time. Have a super day. Bye.